Hey guys, today I'm going to showcase a combo deck. It's a very powerful combo deck. I'm taking this duel I had not so long ago, and so now all we need is a Isolde. As you saw, I special summoned Photon Thrasher and summoned Goblinberg to go into Isolde. Now it doesn't really matter what you search with Isolde; it doesn't matter. So I'll mill 4. As you saw, I accidentally milled 2 Phoenix Blades. I run 7 equip cards in this deck. So just say that's another equip card, okay? It was just an accident. So we special summon Armageddon Knight. Armageddon Knight will mill Plague Spreader. Plague Spreader will send any card in your hand back to the top of the deck in order to special summon itself. And now you'll link away Plague Spreader, and that means it'll banish itself. So we will we will link that away for a Halqifibrax. Halqifibrax will special summon Arborea. And now we'll be summoning Power Tool. Power Tool will be searching DDR, because we have run 3 obviously. And now we'll get Phoenix Blade into her hand first, and we'll be banishing Armageddon Knight for it. Next we'll discard the Phoenix Blade for DDR and special summon Armageddon Knight. Now Armageddon Knight will mill Zephyros. Zephyros will bounce back DDR, meaning since it leaves the field, Armageddon Knight is destroyed. So now we'll banish Armageddon Knight again for Phoenix Blade, and now we will use DDR to bring back the Armageddon Knight, and this time he'll be milling Cyberstein. And the reason we milled Cyberstein is because we're summoning Dugaris. Dugaris will detach 2 materials in order to special summon Cyberstein, and we will be paying 5,000 life points in order to special summon Purgatrio from our deck. The reason we summoned Purgatrio specifically, you'll find out later. So we will link away the Cyberstein and the Halqifibrax for Cross Sheep. And the reason we summon Cross Sheep is because we will contact fuse the Dugaris and the Power Tool into Natis. That's right, we are hard summoning Natis. And I couldn't really use Natis' effect because I don't have any level 4 or lower monsters in my hand, but I can activate Cross Sheep's effect, which will revive Armageddon Knight. Armageddon Knight will now mill Summoner Monk, then we'll link away the Cross Sheep and the Armageddon Knight to summon the World Child's Priestess. The only real reason I'm summoning her is because she's a generic spellcaster link, which is something we need. And now we'll use Ib and the Natis in order to special summon Celine. Now that Celine has been special summoned, we'll be putting 5 counters on her because we have 5 spells in our graveyard, and we'll be removing 3 of them to special summon Summoner Monk. Usually at this point, if you don't have any spells in your hand, you'd banish maybe like this. You'd probably banish another row of warriors from your graveyard. But since 90% of the time you will have at least 1 spell, but in case you don't, you'll have to banish a warrior again. So yeah. Oh, sorry, that was just a mistake. I accidentally put that in my hand, so I just put that back. I meant to add Phoenix. I meant to activate Summoner Monk, discard 1, special summon Rescue Ferret, and then we'll use these 2 to special summon. Okay, yeah, the duel's over. He knew what I was going to do, so we'll use these 2 in order to special summon. We'll be summoning Saryuja. I only made a 2 material Saryuja because I just really need the link arrows for Rescue Ferret. Now Rescue Ferret will shuffle itself back. I accidentally banished 1 face down. In order to special summon Dotscaper, Junk Forward, and Adamant Spader Researcher. This can be any level 2 Earth monster. It doesn't have to be Adamant Spader Researcher. I just use her because why not? And then since this is an Earth Cyberus, Earth Rock, and Earth Warrior, all of them are Earth monsters with different types. So we can go ahead and summon Curious. Curious is basically an Omni Foolish Burial. It can send spells or traps to the graveyard, but first we'll be activating Dotscaper's effect. Since it was sent to the graveyard, I can special summon him. Curious will be sending Pole Position to the graveyard, and we'll see why in a minute. And since a card was sent to the graveyard, mill 3, that's not really relevant right now. So now we will link away the Saryuja for a Link Cross. Then we'll use the Link Cross, special summon 2 tokens. Make sure you summon the tokens. They will be very important in the next step, because we will be summoning Draco Masters of the Tenyi. And then we'll use the Draco Masters and the token in order to summon Nightmare Griffin. Now, in case you're wondering why we didn't just straight up summon the Griffin from the Saryuja, I can't, because Saryuja is a Link 4, and when you're using it for Link summoning, you can only treat the Link monster as either its own Link rating, i.e. that was the Link 4, or just one monster. So I wouldn't be able to summon Nightmare Griffin off Saryuja. It can't treat itself as 3 material. It has to either treat itself as 4 or 1. And the reason I couldn't just summon Draco Masters and then summon Saryuja with him and Dotscaper, I mean not Saryuja, I can't summon Draco Masters because at that point I had Celine on the field. Celine's also a Link 3, Draco Master's a Link 3 too. I couldn't summon him. So back to the game. I summon Nightmare Phoenix, I discard 1 card, doesn't matter, and I set Pole Position on the field. Now we will banish 2 warriors in, and we draw 1 off Griffin's effect because it's co-linked. We'll banish 2 warriors in order to add Phoenix Blade back to her hand, and we will equip this to Curious. And the reason your opponent cannot do anything at this point, you can just end your turn, you can do whatever, okay? Your opponent cannot do anything because right now, if we activate Pole Position, okay, once we activate Pole Position during your opponent's standby phase, most likely, Curious won't get the 300 attack point boost because you know what, I'm kind of dumb. I probably should put another Link Cross so that that's not the highest attack, but I forgot to summon another Link Cross. So Link Cross only has like 500 attack, I think. So with the Link Cross, Curious has the highest attack on the field, so it is unaffected by other card effects, other spell effects, I mean. So now it'll be at 2400. It will not get the 300 attack point boost. Now once your opponent places a card on the field, Purgatrio will get the 200 attack point boost, meaning it'll be the highest attack point monster. So now Curious will get the 300 attack point boost, meaning it will be the highest attack point monster, so it'll be unaffected by spells again, putting it to 2400. Then it'll be affected by spells again, putting it 2700, and it will constantly loop without any change in game state, meaning it is an illegal move. So your opponent legally cannot place a card on the field. So unless your opponent is able to kaiju you or destroy something you control, maybe just by discarding, or summoning a monster with more than 2700 attack points, 2701 or more. It cannot be 27, otherwise Pole Position will still trigger. And we will go onto the deck list now. Okay guys, so this is deck list ever since Eternity Code. Now this is 100% TCG legal because of Link Cross, now it's in the game. So there are multiple cards that are one card combos. Neo Space Connector, Special Summon Aqua Dolphin, that's one card combo. Vion, send malicious to grave, malicious special summon itself, that is also one card combo. I run Dark Grapher because if you have Armageddon Knight and any one dark discard, I'm pretty sure he's one card combo too. Send malicious to graveyard, special summon Isolde, and Isolde will be special summoning Dark Grepher instead. But it's inherently the same because as long as you have a dark monster discard, it will be the exact same. So two malicious because Vion and Armageddon Knight become one card combos. Red Layer is starter, Photon Trasher is starter. Your entire goal is to get Isolde on the field, and once you do, the combo's done. Your opponent one of my opponents called a judge on me because I'd accidentally summoned a griffin using a Saryuja, and then the judge is like, "Oh, I see what you're doing. Have a good day." And then so yeah, our entire goal is just to get an Isolde on the field. A Dark Grepher, because that's the card we'll go into in case maybe we start off with an Armageddon Knight. It's Dark Grepher is just a substitute Armageddon Knight. 2 Zephyros the Elite, even though its effect is once per duel. In case we get one in our hand, we do not want one in our hand whatsoever. That's why we run 2. It's kind of the same reason we run Dark Grepher in case we have Armageddon Knight in our hand. We can special summon Dark Grepher instead. Goblinberg, it's just to summon another warrior from our hand. It can be anything really. Junk Forward. No, that was a bad example, sorry. It can be a Vion. It can be okay, yeah. All of these are bad examples. It can be Crusader or Borea. And anything really. Any level 4 lower monster. Aqua Dolphin, Neo Space Connector. But they're one card combos, you don't really need to summon them. Vion is one card combo in tandem with Malicious because it'll send Malicious to the graveyard and Malicious will special summon itself, meaning you can use those two to special summon Isolde. Neo Space Connector is also a one card combo because you use Neo Space Connector, special summon Aqua Dolphin. Usually you'd want Aqua Dolphin in order to discard any warrior monster in case you don't have enough warrior monsters for Phoenix Blade's last recursion. So that's why you use Aqua Dolphin over other Neospatian monsters. Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk will special summon a Rescue Ferret from your deck. That's the only way you'll be summoning Rescue Ferret. And Rescue Ferret will be able to summon Curious. Rescue Ferret's a one card Curious. Blue Mountain Butterspy is once again an extender. If you end up opening with maybe 2 Malicious in your hand and a Vion, Butterspy will come in clutch. If you open with only a Thrasher, I think it's only when you're normal, only when you're normal a thing. If you end up having Aqua Dolphin in your hand, oh no wait, this summons from your hand or deck, never mind. If you normal summon any warrior, that is a special summon, and then you can go into Isolde. Marauding Captain, you can use Marauding Captain, special summon any other thing from your hand. It's basically Goblinberg in a nutshell. Junk Forward, I run 3 of him. It's basically another Red Layer or a Photon Trasher, but we also use it for Curious because we use 2 Junk Forward, 2 Emancipator Researcher, and 2 Dockscaper. Emancipator Researcher was really the first thing I found. I recommend using some Warrior level 2 monster. Wait, let me just search that up. Okay, I just realized it can't be a Warrior because it cannot be the same type as Junk Forward because you needed to summon Curious. So ignore that. So where was I? I was on Arborea, I believe. You special summon Arborea of Halqifibrax because it's a level 3 warrior tuner. You use it to tune Armageddon Knight in order to summon Power Tool Dragon, which is how you get DDR. Aquadolphin can discard warriors from your hand, which is very useful for Phoenix Blade. And it's our only target for Neospace Connector, which is why it's a 1 card Isolde. Cyberstein is what will summon Purgatrio, because Cyberstein's effect is pay 5,000, special summon a fusion monster, and that's really our only way we cheat out Purgatrio. I've seen some people, they don't use Cross Sheep or Natis. I've seen them use Muddy Mud Dragon and Balinx, Salamangreat Balinx. And I think they use the Rescue Ferret summon to summon Balinx, because Emancipated Researcher is a tuner. They use Olion usually, but they summon Balinx and Muddy Mud Dragon and make Balinx copy the name of Alistair the Invoker, and that is how they summon Purgatrio. So they're practically not just straight up losing 5,000, but that's okay. Plague Spreader Zombie, it's a free monster reborn. I don't really use Jet Synchron. Well, you could use Jet Synchron if you want, but I need to mill it off Armageddon Knight. So you don't use Jet Synchron, because Plague Spreader Zombie is a free Jet Synchron, and it's dark. So we mill it off Armageddon Knight, special summon it, and use it for Halqifibrax. Emancipator Researcher, it's really just a level 2 Earth monster that is not Cybers or Warrior. That's the entire point of it. Dotscaper will revive itself, which is incredibly useful. We use that in order to summon Saryuja using minimal resources. And onto the spells, we have lots of equips, 7 equips excluding the DDR. Triple DDR, we absolutely require DDR in order to loop around Armageddon Knight and get Zephyros, Cyberstein, Summoner Monk, and what's the first thing we loop? Plague Spreader in the grave, yes. And we loop it using Divine Sword, Phoenix Blade. What else would we use? Axe of Fools, just a generic equip card. Some people use Axe of Despair. I don't really use it. If you want, you can use Axe of Despair. I've seen some people use Psychic Blade. I personally don't like Psychic Blade because I think it's weird, but you can use it if you want. You can do whatever you want. Use any equip cards, no need to copy mine. I use Sword of the Deep-Seated because Sword of Deep-Seated just 500 and it can recur itself, which is great. Oh yes, I haven't talked about Phoenix Blade, have I? Yes. Phoenix Blade is already banned in the OCG because it can basically infinitely recur itself in a proper warrior deck, which is what it does here. It's tons of hand fodder, discard fodder. Living Fossils, it's a really great equip spell. That's the whole reason I used it. Arfudute, I'm pretty sure I botched that name. Destroys a set card your opponent controls. Good on field effect. That's mainly why I use it. Overdone Burial, once again, just kind of like a Monster Reborn type thing. like living fossil. Sword of the Deep Seated. Once I told you, it's just really generic equip spell. Triple Call, your opponent will try to screw you over with those ash blossoms and stuff. Triple Called. Monster Reborn, really just an extender in case you're not able, in case your opponent just straight up ghost ogres you. That's why I use Monster Reborn. These days I haven't really been seeing Ghost Ogre that much, but yeah, Monster Reborn is for that. And pole position, woohoo! Our win condition. You can't use this on any other simulator except Dueling Book, because Dueling Book is only monitored by humans, and if you try to do this on something like Dueling Nexus, it'll just straight up destroy pole position or crash. That's why you have to do this on Dueling Book. Onto the extra deck, we have Natis. We use Natis to uncross Sheep in order to recycle Armageddon Knight one more time in order to send Summoner Monk to the graveyard. Purgatrio is what stops your opponent from putting a card on the field because it gains attack when your opponent does so, and so changing pole position's target and so on and so on. Cross Sheep will special summon a level 4 lower monster from the graveyard. Once Natis is special summoned to a zone it points to, and that level 4 lower monster will be Armageddon Knight. Curious is what will send pole position to the graveyard. You can use Curious for infinite other things too. I'm not going to list them all here. Power Tool Dragon is what helps us search DDR. Dugaris is what helps us recover. Where is he? Cyberstein. And Cyberstein is what special summons Purgatrio. Draco Masters of the Tenyi. I use Draco Masters in tandem with what do you call it? Link Cross. Get 3 Saryuja will tribute self, get 2 tokens, then use Dotscaper token and Link Cross, make Draco Masters, and use Draco Masters and the last remaining token to make Nightmare Griffin. And I think I skipped over him. Nightmare Griffin is what recovers pole position from a graveyard. Not a lot of people like to use Nightmare Griffin, even though he's very powerful. But he recovers pole position, and that's all what matters for us. Selene is what recovers Summoner Monk from our grave, because Summoner Monk will special summon Rescue Ferret, and then we'll use them in order to, well, get Curious on the field. Ib, the World Child's Priestess, it's just a generic link to Spellcaster, which we use to get into Selene, because Selene requires a Spellcaster in order to summon. Halki Fibrax will special summon Arborea, which is what we use in order to go into Power Tool Dragon. Saryuja, we really only use him for its link arrows. I don't think there are any other link force. Well, you can use the Appaloosa too if you really want to. I recommend putting Appaloosa in maybe your side deck or something. I don't know. Yes, we have Appaloosa here. Appaloosa. You can use Appaloosa or Saryuja. They're practically the same. They have the same link arrows. Appaloosa can have more. It has more. What do you call it? Utility, but you're gonna link it off right away anyways, so you don't really get to use that utility, which is why I don't use it. And 2 link cross. We use 1 link cross to get rid of Saryuja, and we use the other link cross to get rid of Nightmare Griffin, because you can't go into Griffin straight from Saryuja, which is why you have to break it down in tokens. And Nightmare Griffin will have the highest attack on the field when you activate pole position, which is why we have to link it off for a link cross. So thank you for watching this video. Check out the description where you'll have a link for a gaming Discord. It's a very great Discord chat. And I'll see you in the next video then. Bye bye. Oh yes, and do like and subscribe, please. Bye bye.